Hey guys, welcome back to Together We Are Thursdays. My beautiful friend Azrael is still here. So she's joining us again, which is so freaking cool. So the topic of the week was chosen by CrimsonButterflyGirl, and she was asking, how do you deal with eating in social situations? We've kind of addressed some of this before, but it's such a popular topic, and it's a very popular question that we receive because it's probably one of the most stressful things somebody with an ED has to deal with ever. So we were just discussing it on and coming up with some thoughts we had, and yeah, so we're just going to share what we think. And then the question of the week is, what are your hobbies? Should we do the easy thing first?
Yeah.
Okay. The topic of the week, dealing with eating away from home. So we compiled a list. I wanted to share about this motto I have. It's a just one meal. And like, seriously, anyone will tell you this who knows anything about like weight maintenance or whatever. One meal once in a while, no matter how big it is, it's basically negligible spread out over time, you know. So it's not really going to have any appreciable impact on your weight. So enjoy a nice meal once in a while. It will not hurt you. Also know that if you eat like more food than you're used to, don't weigh the next day because it'll be artifact weight, like the weight of the food in you and the waste.
Yeah.
And that's hard, as you know.
Yeah, I know that.
It's really hard when you like have a scale addiction and want to weigh, but
Yeah.
pick a range. It's a lot safer, even though it's really hard to commit to that, huh?
Yeah, it's really hard.
Really hard. So yeah, one meal, trying to stress. Second, you can talk back to your ED. Like, this is another thing I'll be like, Anna, fuck off, I want to enjoy my meal.
Yeah.
Fuck off, I'm in control, it's my decision to eat. If you make the conscious decision to allow yourself to eat, then it's not processed quite as you're losing control or whatever.
Yeah.
You've made the decision beforehand to allow calories. And then, mindful eating. That helps us a lot, like trying to be present in our bodies when we're eating and be aware of really enjoying the food, feeling the sensation of eating, and respecting your body when you feel full, stop.
Yeah.
And just remember, like, if you're somebody who's binge prone, nobody's going to yank that plate away from you. It's okay. You will be able to eat some. And if you're at a party or something, or on vacation, or something really yummy, you feel like you have to stuff on, you should never have it again, take a portion home. Have a portion there, take a portion home.
Yeah, that's all really good tips.
Yeah. What else? Let's see. Did I not share yet? If you can have a friend go with you, somebody you trust, somebody you feel safe with, that if you need to step out, they can make a graceful excuse for you. Or they can, just remind you of your goals before you go and help you achieve them. That can help a lot. Just having a friend near, like having Azrael here and her being here really helps us because we're not alone and not getting lost in the bad thoughts or whatever. So if you can ally yourself with somebody, a friend, maybe somebody if you're in therapy, somebody who's in your group, whatever, somebody who can go with you and help you feel empowered to be in control, or to take a food challenge and eat a little more if you're wanting to. Also dealing with food pushers, like if you have somebody with you, if you have trouble saying no, they can distract you or change the subject or say no thank you, and you can just smile and shake your head no. It's just empowering to have someone with you.
Yeah, it is.
What are some ways, because Azrael actually mentioned the food pushing issue, what are some ways you've dealt with it, or like in the past, like what do you think is a good way to deal if somebody is like, oh come on, eat it, oh no really, just have a little bite, or oh I made this just for you, or something like your grandma kind of does, right?
Yeah,
And I'll tell you another really bad story about that.
Yeah. Bitch.
I know, right? The C. diff incident.
Yeah, and also just
oh yeah, and growing up. Yeah, like trauma with food stuff. I know, and like, fuck them, it's my body. Heck yeah, man, it's your body, and what you put in it is your choice. It's okay to keep smiling and saying, no, thank you, you know. You don't owe anyone anything. You don't have to eat for anyone. Like, don't feel pressured. Oh, yeah, just no thank you. Like, yeah, stand your ground. Don't be manipulated into it. Is that what you meant? Like, standing your ground, too?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we wanted to share a story about this. Probably the hardest thing is if you are in a period of restriction. There was an incident when Azzie was really, really severely anorexic, and she was near death, and the family had a reunion in a really beautiful resort town.
Yeah.
They go every summer, and she didn't want to go, and thank God she went. You know, that trip saved her life. She went, and it saved her life. So just keep that in mind too. Like, if you are avoiding a situation, especially if you're really sick and you're ED, it can be the most beautiful thing that could possibly happen.
Yeah.
Like, it can be the thing that helps you get out of it. You know, a lot of times, especially, you know, there's the addiction theory with EDs. I don't necessarily think it fits the picture entirely, but some things are true. It's easier to build new habits when your routine is broken. So if you go somewhere new and you're doing something totally different, it can be a positive thing to try and give up old behavior as well. Sometimes that's just too damn true. I mean, it's so individual. Like, sometimes that just makes things worse because you're not familiar, but it can be something that saves your life. So just try and remain open to social eating situations, I guess.
Yeah.
When Azzie was really sick, as you guys might know, like, when you get malnourished, your immune system suffers. And she had been put on a medication for an infection and actually got a super infection, Clostridium difficile, or C. diff. People know it by C. diff. And it basically causes horrible nausea and profuse diarrhea and cramping and fevers, and it's brutal, and it can be fatal if you don't get treatment. So she was on a medication for that and still dealing with nausea when they had gone on their trip. And her grandmother, you know, we know EDs run in families a lot, and definitely her grandma has some serious eating and control issue stuff, a lot. And, you know, they had stopped on the road trip to get food, and Azzie was eating, and she couldn't finish what she had. She was feeling really sick. And her grandmother was like, well, you should eat it all, don't waste it, right? Like, there's starving people in the world, you should eat it all.
Yeah.
And she's like, but Grandma, I feel really sick, and I feel like I'm gonna throw up if I eat anymore. And her grandma goes, well, do what you have to do.
Yeah, Jack said that to me.
So, you know what?
I was livid. I was so pissed off.
If somebody's just offering you something, it could be a lot worse. Stand up for yourself, you know. Stand up for yourself. You have a right not to. And in that time, Azzie wasn't feeling empowered, and so she did it.
Yeah.
She made herself eat that stuff and felt sick after.
Yeah, I thought that was sick.
And that never should have happened. So when people push food, it is always to make themselves feel better. Almost always.
Yeah.
Don't buy into their guilt trip, and don't buy into their issue. Like, you have the right to say no. And don't let people guilt you into doing something you're not comfortable doing.
I mean, that's the reason why she pushes
Oh,
food.
because she paid for... No way.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, this woman has a lot of money.
Yeah.
And she's going to obsess you didn't eat it all when you're sick. Because of the money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Issues.
Yeah.
I know. She's been really brutal.
Yeah,
There's a lot more to it,
there's
but...
so much more. I'm not going to go into detail, but...
Anyway, I apologize for the wacko angles. This is even harder than sitting right next to each other, so I've probably made you all throw up, and we're probably half-headed through most of it, but I think that's it. But yeah, if you have a specific question, or if you want to share a story of your own, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. And yeah, just know, like, you're not alone. We've been there. Probably everyone with ADD has been there, no matter what. You will survive, and, you know, you have support. Even if you don't have support in your life, you know, you have us. So, that'll be it for this week. I guess that's it, which is good, because we're running out of daylight. And much love, and be well, and we'll see you next week. And special thanks again to Azzie for joining me. It's awesome not being alone.
Yeah.
Woo! Alright, guys. Much love and be well. Bye.
Bye.